Yo, yo, yo. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How's everyone doing? Jazz beating everybody. What's up, Evis, Daniel, Nerdy, Gary, Deep, Candace, Maka Lady, Daffy, Leo, Sinful, David, Randy, Purple Mango, Vanessa, Wilson, Jorge. What's up, Charles, Whiplash? What's up, Mel? Yeah, I like what Mel said. Good morning, and hit the like button fast. Good morning, Ben. Good morning, Riled. Good morning, Jazz, Green, JB. Good morning, good morning. Jazz, don't beat me. Good morning, King. So I put it into subscriber only mode today. So a lot of you guys, it won't even affect you. Hopefully that stops some of these spams we've been getting here and there. Somebody gave me that advice this weekend, so I was like, whatever, I'll try it. Didn't really affect anything, so why not? So to talk, you do have to be subscribed to the channel. So if that ever confuses you, and maybe you aren't subscribed or you don't see it, just click subscribe. It's free, and then you get to type all you want. So, yo, what's up, Devo? How you doing, man? What's up, Rutan? I'm putting in like mode only. Oh, that would be cool if that was a thing. You have to like this stream to talk. all right. So let's go from bigger time frame to smaller time frame. So bigger time frame. Let's go up to the 6-month daily. Zoom in. So this is kind of what I told the YouTube members when I did my Sunday recap video. Is there's kind of a range here now. You know, you're kind of stuck in between where we caught support on demand, and then where we kind of hit as this 3-day support, but kind of really where we hit this resistance here, where we kind of have had our drop, our slowdown, and then our continuation. And when we rallied again, this is where we went up to. So we're kind of stuck between demand and 396. So in general, that's how you should view this chart. And then you don't have to keep that highlighted. But overall, big thing to look out for today, regardless of how we're opening. You can see we are opening a tad higher at 391. We closed at 390 the other week, so we'll be pretty much right at this level right here. Very good pivot point. Of course, they don't just open us higher or lower in a very easy spot to read where we're most likely going. They're putting us in a spot that is a higher open, but it really isn't going anywhere. So the big thing to look out for today is, can we break 391 to push to this resistance right here, this area, or are we going to go through it? Are we going to push to it to hit it as resistance, or are we going to push through it and maybe see the higher 390s, mid 390s, levels like that? Or are we going to not go up at all? Let's say we don't go past 391 at all. We just push back down for the rest of the day. Where are we going? Well, we can watch under the previous day's close, because that was the latest level here on the bigger time frame, towards the higher 380s, like 388, 387.30, possibly even open up the bigger green candle there. And if that doesn't hold, then we have to kind of pay attention to 384.50. So we're kind of stuck in between demand, and then really where we caught as support before falling more. So we're kind of stuck between the top and then the demand. So we're kind of stuck in between here, really. But I gave us a little bit extra room just because we did technically pump up all the way to 396.30s. So we're kind of stuck between those right now. Fed week. Real quick. Make sure you go to this website. It's free, econoday.com. View full calendar. If you want to click on any of these, you can. It's very useful. But the Fed meeting starts on Tuesday, tomorrow, and then it ends Wednesday. This is very normal. And then after, you'll have Powell come through, and he'll drop some information as well, maybe answer some extra questions, and that'll also move the market. So tomorrow and Wednesday, you need to be exceptionally light on your trades and be very aware that very volatile moves could step in any moment. Same goes for Thursday when you have jobless claims come out. Same goes for Friday when you have durable good orders and PMI come out. Those are going to be very, very, very important. So be very careful pretty much for the most of this week. I told y'all at the beginning of March that the first week was probably going to be your most calm week, because that had it was the week with very low Fed speakers. Last week was a blackout week, but that still wasn't a calm week because it had so much news. The first week of this month, though, was a very calm week, even with the emergency meeting that they had on that Monday. If y'all remember when they came in over the weekend and talked about SVB, they had that emergency Fed meeting. But it's still, that was still the most calm week, and that had that week. So that just goes to show March was not calm at all. On what is normally a historically bullish month, I think that kind of threw a lot of people off. And we've already made the biggest dip towards that 348.50, and now we're at the 384.50 using that as support, you know. So it's all over the place. But I just wanted to show you all this because we do have a lot of news coming out this week. Be sure to drop a like on the stream. We're gonna go through the levels now in the smaller time frame. But give me a thumbs up or a yeah if you understand what's going on today, what's going on with SPY, what's going on this week. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know that you're going to trade light. So far all I've done is highlight the previous day high, and then I highlighted that because there's a bigger time frame level here, and I kind of did the same thing down here, previous day low, and then there's a bigger time frame level here, so I just kind of highlighted in between. I would like to know, you guys know me, I hate trend lines. I would like to know, there's kind of like a trend forming here, like an angle forming here, and we're kind of trying to break it right now too, so that's another thing. You guys know me though, I hate drawing, you know, trend lines and stuff, but there's definitely a channel here over the past 3 days, so I just kind of want to put that in your head too. But one thing we need to grab is the pre-market low, because it's so low out of range, and then I don't think the pre-market high is in range either. Yeah, this is the pre-market high. Okay, so this will actually be pretty easy. All right, so we either say over 392.65, which I actually do kind of like, but I don't, because previous day open is right here, right? So you kind of have like a level here, and then you have a one directly right after it. So it's probably just best to wait for the previous day highs. Today, be very passive. The previous day highs or previous day lows, and then you can use pre-market low as a further continuation down. So I think that's what I'm going to go with today. UBS picking up Credit Suisse will change that trend. Yeah, we'll see. Credit Suisse, though, man, stonks. Am I right? For something that's $8 billion, only paying $1 billion, that's kind of stonks. Yeah, I actually get a lot of that news pretty early, because a lot of the, so I guess it does having a meme paid having a meme page, but a lot of meme pages that I'm like friends with on Instagram now, like trading meme pages, a lot of them were like talking about this like way on, or like very early on, and I started to realize over the years a lot of these people that run those meme pages like aren't little children. Like a lot of them are like the financial meme pages, I mean, not like, you know, like Reddit or anything. I'm talking about like Instagram meme pages. There are people who literally work for like major banking corporations and stuff. And it's just like, what the heck? So they're like memeing the industry they work in, but like actually like aware of what's going on. So it's kind of crazy. Below 388.30s, because that's the meat of that bigger day level, that bigger time frame level. But what I was going on about the meme pages is that it's just like, it's funny because they'll like be in group chats and stuff telling us like all this shit, and it's just like, oh, haha, y'all are joking. Like, no, and then it comes out and it's like a legit thing. Like, how the hell did y'all know? So not like sinful. All right, guys. Glad to see a lot of you guys are getting it. Oh, yo, Daffy. I didn't even see that come through. My bad, bro. Liked mode only. If I could, dude, I would. If I could, I would. Ah, I can even toggle timestamps this way. This is crazy. I'm going to try that today. When the pre-market's over, I'm going to toggle a timestamp, and I'll like label that first part pre-market, just to see if that's how that works or not. But that's interesting. Today's my first time trying that sub mode only, so it's like showing me a different screen now. Ew, nasty wick on Apple this morning. What happened here? Alright, so pretty clear breakout levels for Apple, to be honest. You got that previous day low, and then that bigger time frame level. And then you kind of got previous day high like way up here. But if you wanted to, you could use the pre-market high, because that lines up with the previous day open very well, actually. Hold up. We'll just do a level. Previous day open 156.10 could be kind of an initial breakout level, and you could use this to get in heavier or to wait for a more passive breakout. That one's pretty simple though, because it's a very, very tight range. Pre-market low kind of getting in the way too. But that's because the market started lower, so that's why it has it like that. Microsoft previous day high, previous day open, previous day close, previous day low. Does it look good? It's got a couple good levels here. Like if it was to break out 280.75, 281.20, that could be a really good breakout to the upside. And this could be a good short-term level to the downside, but since it's already there, you might just want to wait for the... that's not pre-market low. Pre-market low is way up here. You could just wait for that previous day low at 276.30. $1,024 watching and 534 live. Submarine mode with spicy yellow banana peppers. Morning all, let's go. Good morning E. Good morning Reverse. Good morning Sam Ram. How y'all doing? Good morning Tulip. Good morning Cam. Hope you had a good weekend as well. The memes behind credit sus are finally coming out. They are credit sus. Oh, dude, I was like, why are my charts empty up here? I'm gonna assume both AMD and NVIDIA stopped charting here. We've been going up so much lately. I kind of haven't noticed. Real quick, let's edit this. That's pretty funny. I haven't had to worry about that in so long. We've just had these same levels set for like literally months now. I think like since January I set all these charts with a lot of you guys. I just kind of left it that way. It's just nice, you know, not having to like go back and maintenance like your chart every other day just to kind of like get a couple good levels there. And then let's do NVIDIA. We'll do a couple levels to the upside. Yeah, look, they're at like the top of their chart almost. Besides the bigger rally. And now it has levels everywhere. Brett. Ooh, previous day open is a little higher. Alright, remove that one. Above 260. Target 262, because why not? It's right there and it's a flat number. 264, because that's the previous day high and it's a very good number. Just to let people know, past that last level, you can go for more. Below, we could choose 255.67, but pre-market low is right there, so we're going to say 253.75. I'm going down to the next psychological number. That's only 9 cents more on NVIDIA. That's really not a lot, so I'm going to just go with it. Below 253.75, target 252 and 250. Pretty much down every $2, and we have a level there at 250. Below 249 for more downside. 249.40s. Bam. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, Boo Boo. Good morning, Spy Rewind. Good morning, Fred Aggs. $97.50s are going to be a tough crack to the downside on Amazon. Pre-market high, honestly, is looking really weak. I mean, good with previous day close. I did not mean to say weak. 99 would be a solid push. So 97.50, 99 could be Amazon's range. I could just type that and then we'll come back to it. triple checking them on the right chart. Pre-market low. Yeah, pre-market low. Previous day, meet a previous day low. You can see where that higher low in pre-market came from now. Previous day close, which kind of lines up with the pre-market high. So really, they need to get over like that level. We'll delete that. 180.50. So we said above 180.50s. We went up 11 cents on the 180.39 level, just to give it a little bit more psychological level. Targeting $2 out every time, just like we were above the on the NVDIA, and what we'll do on Amazon is $1 out every way. And then we did above 185.15 if you want to look for more upside. Below 176.25. It's the pre-market low target. 175 because it's a very strong psychological level. 174 because it's a level literally on the chart, and then say below 174 for more downside because that's that last outside target, which if you just want to keep labeling targets you can. That's just how I prefer to do it. It's really just kind of personal preference at that point. Don't need to be super tedious or anal about the rules on that. Pre-market low 99.90s on Google. Previous day close at 101.60s, and you got previous day high at almost 103. So it looks like now, pretty much 100 is a good break below on that one. Break above, probably wait for 101.60, but reality, you probably don't want to day trade Google. It's just kind of good to be aware of what it's doing for the day, because if they're doing really, really good today, Meta is doing really, really good today, there's an off chance Netflix is want to do at least okay for the day, be at least average. So if it's also on a tear streak, then we know that the XLC sector is kicking ass. So it's also just good information, even if we're not looking at it like that. Actually, hold up. Why is it showing the last there? I just realized. Remove that crap. There we go. That's all we care about. We don't really care about the price. Pre-market low. You might just want to wait for 194, it looks like. Previous day opens way up here. Pre-market high. So it looks like 198.20s could be a good initial level towards yesterday's open, or Friday's open, I should say. A break below the pre-market low in bigger time frame level could also be a good short-term downturn for them. We'll see though. Netflix had a very nice spot. It kind of reminds me of I think it was Tesla when we found that good resistance here. Netflix has the same one at like 305, so you could watch 300 to 305. So let's type. JPM. I guess I should type this correctly so people aren't like confused. Intraday range. So it looks like Baba's fighting 80 flat. To the upside, they're fighting previous day close, which is kind of where pre-market high is. We'll just mark pre-market high. So 81.50 and 80. They got about $1.50 range for Baba. Boeing's in a tight range from the last 2 days, really. I think I do weekly levels on Square. There's a lot of support here too. You can see there's 3 levels from the bigger time frame there, and they use that as a low and higher low on Friday. So they definitely knew where they were going. Took us lower, failed to keep us under. Now we're kind of sitting on top of it, but we're also stuck under where we were before. So Qs are kind of in the dead center of where they are. All right. So let me remove these stupid arrows. Oh, well, I need to send a list out real quick. Hold up. Let me post this list to everybody real quick. It's not a huge list today, but whatever. There. Let me get a screenshot for everybody in the chat. All right, give me a thumbs up or a yes or any kind of confirmation so I can see that you understand part of the watch list, part of how we got some of our levels. If you don't understand what I just did or where I'm getting these bigger time frame levels from, you saw some of them when I zoomed out. If you don't understand any of that, go over to my YouTube, go to popular videos, the second most watched video, workshop number 11. I would check out this video. It covers the levels, how I grab them, what they mean, how to read them, how to navigate them on bigger and smaller time frame, and how to use them for swing trading and day trading, as well as the few types of entries we like to go over in here. The 40% entry or the open range breakout, the 80% entry, the retest entry, or the buy the dip entry. So we have 3 types of entries like that. That's the only ones we focus on. And they're all talked about in this video in depth. You get to see good examples. You can also join the Discord for free and check out all the trade results from different people who also trade this style. So be sure to check that out. If this is your first time or you've only been here a few times and you don't understand what's going on, this is the video to check out. Workshop number 11. One more plug too. You can go to the channel section here. Marente has some really cool videos. Username Leland, Sherman, Daffy. All these guys have been posting videos on either live trades they've been taking, or they go over videos in regards to the system I just told you guys about in Workshop 11, or other tips around it, or other trades they've taken. So also really cool perspectives from these 5 guys right here, if you want to check that out. Yeah, I got a lot of really cool guys around me, a lot of big leaders and shit, so it's really easy to run a community when you have a lot of really cool guys around you. And just people, not just guys. There's plenty of cool people in there. And the best part is about some of that is it's free. You know, YouTube, all those YouTube videos I just showed you and explained are all free. You don't have to worry about paying anything. There's a lot of in-depth information covered in them. Yo, Sandollar, thank you for the Russian coffee. I appreciate you. Appreciate you and Daffy. Thank you guys again. You guys know you don't have to do that. Thank you so much. It does help out the channel a lot too, because I have actually been putting the YouTube earned money to like an editor and other kinds of shit too. So if you've been donating, it is not going to my lunches. I apologize for telling y'all that. I enjoy watching this. I still need to go back and watch the training videos. Lots of homework to do. I feel you, man. All of us always have more work to do. Thank you, WCC. I appreciate that. Again, just to remind everybody, the stream is in subscriber mode today. So if you are not subscribed to the YouTube channel publicly or privately, however the hell you want to say that, then please go do that. If you want to, type in the channel. It's like a first filter system that we're going to have to do for like new accounts and stuff. So hopefully it works out. I just wanted to remind y'all so y'all don't, in case you're not subscribed for some weird reason and you're like, what the heck, why can't I type? That would be why. Morning, morning, morning. All right, well, I guess it's time to join the Discord call real quick. Let me grab my water. Oh, bitch, right here. I don't have to go anywhere. This could be a great week. If you can be patient, I said this in my YouTube member only video the other day, but I said if you can be patient this week, if you can truly get past this week without feeling that emotional urge to have to touch everything, you know, like a kid in a little glass shop touching everything. If you can survive this week, you can survive any week. If you can survive this week, the next few weeks should be nothing to you. So if you can get out of this week unscathed or with very few losses that aren't really damaging or even come out green this week, focus on just hitting base hits and staying alive. That's what you need to be focused on this week. I want to see all of you alive on the other end. Yo, yo, yo.
Yo, good morning, everybody. Market's about to open up. No need to rush anything. I know it's the weekend and it's Monday and we're all excited to trade, but you know, let that first trade come to you today.
I gave you the sexy mic today as well, Devin.
What's that mean?
It doesn't mean anything. I was just putting my good mic on Discord as well now. I just got tired of having that thing in front of my face. That mic that you have to like pop out of your headset. Plus, now you can hear me better.
Loud and clear.
Except now I can't talk shit to Devin because normally I would mute my mic and I would say stuff to y'all and he couldn't hear me still, unless he had my stream unmuted, which if he did, he'd be a psycho, so he probably didn't hear me. But now I have it all connected, so now he'll hear everything I'm saying.
All right. Came up off the bottom overnight in the pre-market. So far, let's see what's moving. Meta's getting over its pre-market high out the gate. This is moving up the rip. Nothing too much. NVIDIA to the downside. Hurry up and wait.
Just getting an indecisive open so far, nothing crazy. We do have tech slightly red, discretionary slightly red, every other sector is slightly green. The leading sector today is base material and financial sector as they slowly get some green today. I'm not going to say they're recovering. It's just really a reaction buy right now. Short-term relief. So the banks were kind of the main reason we were seeing a lot of these bigger hits too. So if they're going to start slowing down, that's going to definitely help out the overall markets. So I wouldn't be surprised if we had some decent pumps this week as long as financials don't keep getting news coming out ruining the equity market, basically. So we'll see what ends up happening there.
Microsoft and Amazon are at their yesterday pre-market low area.
If you guys want this volume stat, I can send you this chart link. You go to these, blah, blah, blah. Go to the link there, put it in your TOS, go to the graduated cylinder here, and then save it as a set. And then you can save just that indicator here. All it shows is daily average volume, today's volume, and then what percentage of today's volume is that daily volume. So now you can know if you're an under average day, an above average day, just average day. You can see if you're close. It's if you want something to look at. Like, this is probably the only one I like turning on anymore. I don't like turning on the ATR because sometimes it can throw you off and you're like, oh, well, the day's tired, I should probably stay away. And from a risk management point of view, that's smart and everything, but if ATR is through the roof and then the day has like another 2% day, that's going to piss you off because then you just missed a huge day on the market. So ATR does kind of throw you off a little bit. But I do like this volume one because it's just stats. It's just a fact. 6% of the volume we've used of the daily average volume. So it's very important.
Pretty good rejection of pre-market high here. As Microsoft and Amazon are breaking lower. Meta rejected that pre-market high push coming down. Apple holding up better than most. Still got 5 minutes in our first 10-minute candle. Man, Tobias is already at the spot.
I almost said Tobias. NVIDIA is trying to break lower. I know it's only been 5 minutes, but they are trying to break a pretty important level at pre-market low right now. Tech and discretionary got weaker just by a little bit so far. Honestly, I'm going to delete last on a lot of these.
Tesla's starting to come down now with Amazon. Tesla's at pre-market low. See if it breaks that. It's already under yesterday low. Google's trying to come up as Meta's coming down. Netflix came down. SPY 10-minute turning to red.
You okay, Devin?
Yeah. What?
I don't know. It almost sounded like you're getting attacked by like a monster or something. That was a little weird.
Oh, did you hear my foot tapping? I'm just like, yeah.
No, I didn't even hear that. Yeah. I don't know what I heard, to be honest. Tech and discretionary a little bit more red. You have comms slightly turning red now. Remember what I said in the stream, guys. Focus on surviving this week. Thank you guys for over 100 likes. We almost have 200 people in here. Love you all. Let's do a fun poll while we can. What is a level, everybody, that I should type? What's a level that I should type for what level should we try to close over? Like the poll that we normally do. What level should we agree on? And then I will drop it on the poll. I kind of want to go with today's opening price, to be honest with you guys. Will we open or close? Or will we close over or under 390.78? Is kind of what I want to ask.
That's a pretty good level because I was thinking like 390 or 391.
All right, so let's mark today's open 390.78. Let's do that on the poll. All right, poll is up on the YouTube if you guys want to go drop your answer. I should just do that now, though, from now on. I should just do from the open, like just as a fun question. Over or under. Which you all lose if you vote and it's a flat day. Trick question.
We got a minute left on our first 10 minutes.
Defending 390.50s, as long as you're holding 390.50s, you could definitely get some good buyer moves towards 393 and possibly previous day highs. Just gonna go post that now. 390.50 is key. If it'll let me screenshot my screen.
It said no, you're not allowed.
Dude, literally. Is key right now. Just letting people in Discord know as well.
Apple's starting to come up after holding. That could help out SPY. Nothing else is really going up, though. Microsoft, Amazon, Tesla still having a hard time. Google's slightly green. Meta had that rejection. First 10-minute candle.
Over 200 viewers, 116 likes. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. You guys are on it. Everybody's awake and ready to go.
What's everybody looking at? What's their top watch? What chart you staring at?
Half of the answers will be SPY. A quarter of them will be QQQ, and the other quarter will be random individual equities. I'm betting now.
First one I see is Apple. As long as Apple holds 154.70, it could be going towards 156. Tesla, SPY, NVDIA, AMD. Tesla coming off that yesterday low. See if it's going to get over that previous wick. Couple AMDs. Bitcoin. Okay, yeah, Bitcoin is going crazy, so I can see why some people want to keep an eye on it. I heard it confirmed a bull market with a new high.
Netflix dropped under. Keep watch for a possible retest that's happening for more downside as long as they stay under 300. Tesla big key levels 176.29 to the downside, 180.40 to the upside. Amazon broke support, so that does not help Tesla. Going back towards low of day right now, actually. NVIDIA going for a possible second break of pre-market low and possibly breaking low of day again with a possible 3-bar play. AMD continued lower, so that also helps out that potential scenario. Microsoft moving lower under the low of day, almost at pre-market low. Watch for Apple to possibly break support to keep that momentum up for the bears. Nothing really crazy though on the SPY chart. We just have a slight open and wicks on both sides.
Berk B, JPM, and UH all pushing towards the upside, helping SPY hold up while these other things are selling off.
A little over 50 votes already, and 57% of you are saying we're going to close over today's open. If I could vote, which I can't, I would probably say under, just as a fun little guess. I think today we're relatively close, pretty close to flat, though.
So far, we're halfway through the next spot. 10-minute candle in this indecision right at the 9 again. So still just waiting for confirmation on SPY.
It'd be nice, honestly, to get a pump up to previous day highs and then give us like a very clean rejection. But they're keeping us flat right at the open.
Microsoft and Amazon still being weak compared to their other sector counterparts. Tesla and Apple are holding up better.
Yeah, BA's on fire. Good mention. They're killing it. Divert saying it looks like another 30-minute candle day. I like how quickly I'll use Devin's vocab from Money Monday all the way to that.
Yeah, on the 10-minute, we're just so far it's inside the previous candle, and it's another indecision candle right at the 9. So we're just waiting. There's no reason to jump into anything.
Kind of a bearish to a more bullish candle, and you have a super indecisive candle, and now you just still have another indecisive candle, which neither of these are really super bullish or bearish. They're just the opening 10 minutes. It really kind of cancels itself out. So you really have almost 17 minutes of nothing. Took a small call. Let's see. Yeah, definitely not bad to risk calls or puts here. It's just you have to know it's lotto because it's such a gamble because you have no confirmation for up or downside right now. I would like to say bulls have a slight advantage as long as they're still holding the same level. They have held 390.50 for 4 candles or going into their 4th candle in a row now. So I would say that is starting to kind of help out the bulls a little bit more. But if that cracks, you will most likely get a very aggressive sell-off that flashes straight down to 389 possibly, just because since they've been holding here for almost 20 minutes now, if this was to ever break, it will probably be a very harsh reaction to the downside very quickly. So I could see us testing this very fast if this does break now that we've seen almost 20 minutes of consolidation on the same level. So that's kind of leading to a more aggressive sell-off if that doesn't hold as well. So it kind of plays for both sides. If it holds longer, it's good. If it doesn't end up holding after it being that long, it's not very good at all. That's where your fast sell-offs come. when you have consolidation. It's kind of like this day, actually, like Friday. See how we kind of held in the general same vicinity for a little bit, and then we sold off? This only came because of that same support not being able to hold finally. You can see we're kind of holding low of day still.
These 10-minute candles was ridiculous. Just went retested the bottom and came all the way back up again.
I really like that wick to the downside on that on this recent candle we see moving up right now. I like that a lot. It's two of the same candle holding the same support. Oh yeah, AMD is getting wrecked. You are not wrong. They're down 4% on the day. They were literally just right here that last time I clicked on them. So they've fallen through another level. NVIDIA not reacting to that as much. If you see this hold like this and AMD starts to push up, this could be a very good push-up chart. Amazon and AMD, it's crazy. AMD and NVIDIA have the same exact relationship today as Amazon and Tesla have together. Amazon fell through the floor while you have Tesla trying to defend these supports very well. Actually, it's even doing better than how NVIDIA is doing against AMD.
Microsoft and Apple doing the same thing. Meta and Google doing something similar. I don't know. Yeah, it's all weird.
Nice. Yeah, I didn't even notice that either until just now. Apple, yeah, still holding support, but you have Microsoft completely falling through support. So we have Apple and Microsoft fighting each other, AMD and NVIDIA fighting each other, Amazon and Tesla fighting each other.
Coming back up to that pre-market high, previous intraday high. Trying to pop that previous intraday high, see if we can confirm.
That's probably the most divergence I've seen at the exact same time in a very long time, on weights that is, because these are the same sector, these are the exact same subsector, and these are the same sector. You could even say Google and Meta are slightly doing that too. Not as easy to see as the other six, but still. Trading over my phone sucks. Everything works fine, but YouTube stream stops every switch. Yeah, I would just, that's YouTube, man. I hate that.
You gotta get yourself a tablet. One of those cheap $99 tablets.
Banks are very green still. Base as well. Those continued higher. Discretionary just turned green for half a second there. If tech can start to recover, this could be a very nice green move here very soon. We're already getting a nice pop to the upside from those two candles holding the same support. They need to get some follow through now. They held. They just need to push.
That was a super weak new high on the market here. Still plenty of time in this candle, but they're wicking under pre-market high, so I don't like that. NVIDIA coming down lower, about to break their previous intraday low. Tesla's at its pre-market high. Microsoft moving lower. What? Apple's creeping towards yesterday low again. UNH is pushing higher, helping SPY. If tech can get some buyers and start coming up, SPY would be looking pretty good. SPY's still looking good, popping that new high. See if it's going to keep going here. It's wicking down.
Microsoft, AMD, and NVIDIA setting that trend for tech. Amazon setting the trend for discretionary. Google and Netflix, honestly, are setting the trend for comms. So seeing a lot of weakness even with this same hold of support and a couple good pops here and there by a couple subsectors like financials, base, staples, industrials. Shit, even healthcare is up 1% right now. Tech moved a little bit lower just now. Discretionary went back red. Comms are fighting to stay green. No clean pop either yet on SPY. Like close of a pop. We got a good pop. We didn't get the close though. Keep eyes on 390.50s. That is still key for support.
Apple and Meta at pretty crucial levels. Same with Google to the downside. Microsoft and Amazon still really weak. It's just the banks and healthcare really helping out SPY right now. NVIDIA's moving lower.
These are the days that a lot of people are going to get screwed because they don't pay attention to multiple sectors. This is why I go over this so much with you guys, so you understand that it's not just Apple who moves the market. There's so much more going on today.
Yeah, healthcare and the banks just rallying right now. UNH, Berkey, JPM, top SPY weights. JPM's getting over yesterday high. UNH is just flying.
I'm going to get so many questions today. How is SPY green right now?
J&J is helping out SPY coming up. It's another top SPY weight. It's like at 13.
Moderna's flying. Good job, Jacko. Glad to see your healthcare sector kicking ass today, man.
So we can get tech to not be a wreck. And Tesla's at pre-market high trying to help us out.
Still not a clean pop on SPY. Even with all that strength in all those sectors.
got less than a minute and 30 seconds on this next 30-minute candle in the market.
Don't just think about if tech recovers. Also think about if everything else slows down, Manuel. Could also continue lower. Think about both sides of it. But you are correct. Again, this is all intraday. I have not said any of this is all bigger time frame. A lot of it, what I've said is all intraday, which means today. Smaller time frames. Apple trending lower, so can SPY do opposite. As I just went over, it all depends on if the other sectors keep up. If all the other sectors continue holding like they are right now, then we could just have a sideways day. If tech continues lower and these sectors that are holding up fairly well start to slow down and potentially move or pull back a little bit, then that could also increase the selling speed on a lot of these charts. It's both sides. It's not just, oh, if tech does good, then we'll start to do good again. It's also, well, if the other sectors start to slow down, we could also tank lower. Think about both sides of the story. This is, again, why I always cover sectors with you guys, and I always cover both sides of the story, because there is no point in just covering one side, because that's bias. You're already cutting off 50% of opportunity in front of you. And why do we go over sectors so much? To be aware, because awareness is everything. Are we finally getting a decent pop towards the... Oh, this is the beginning of the next candle, my bad. I was going to say, finally getting a good pop towards the end of a candle instead of the beginning, but nope, it's still just the beginning of a candle, which we've seen this 3 times already. The beginning of the candle pushes, the end of it does not. So we'll see if this finally closes over a good area. But
Tesla's over its pre-market high, not to cut you off.
We have 2 holds of 390.50 with 2 hammers. So the bulls, like I said, do have some base build here that could give them fuel to go possibly test that previous day high. So keep your eye on that. We talked about this 30 minutes ago.
UNH Bank pushing higher as Apple's coming off its yesterday low. Tesla pushing higher. Google coming off yesterday low. Seen a couple other green candles starting to form. See if buyers are going to step in here.
$87 votes. 57% of you believe we will close over today's open.
Tesla helping out SPY here, pushing higher still. Google still coming off the bottom. Meta getting over pre-market low. Apple creeping up a little bit more towards opening price.
Will we get continuation now that we've hit this bigger time frame level at 392.60? When you see a push over that level, so far all we have is a test of it, so this could keep us in range between 390.50 and 393 if we do not push over it. Good job to everybody. That was a nice little work through there. Kind of gave everybody time to look through the sectors too, slowly seeing the weakness and everything. The sectors, all the other subsectors kind of holding us up, including financials, which isn't really a subsector. They're a very heavy sector now. Very cool breakdown, though, today so far. You're the GOAT, Manuel. Thank you for asking questions, man. You'd be surprised, man. 99% of people feel like they know the answer. They just don't have the courage to ask. Asking is 99% of the work right there.
So far, a decent hold on SPY here. Tesla's still holding up. Apple's still holding up. Amazon coming up a little bit more with Microsoft. If these keep coming off the bottom towards their pre-market lows, yesterday lows, that'll keep helping up SPY. Berg V still pushing a little bit higher.
30 minutes, nothing special really yet. 10 minutes lowering volume all the way to 393 so far. Same for the 15 minute. Which that could change in 11 minutes. Inside candle, inside candle. How many of these can we make before the Fed meeting? It's funny too, because when you trade inside candles, this is like essentially what you look at. We'll just delete this. We'll go over it. You're kind of watching for like the break of this and this for this day. Now you're kind of looking at the break of this and this for this day. So you could almost use this as a breakout, that as a target, or that as a breakout, this is a target. Essentially. Just because of how the days are forming on the daily time frame now. Let's keep that cleared, actually.
Tesla's still being a leader here. NVIDIA bet on pre-market low.
If you go from the weekly demand, you actually have a pretty good demand right here. Pretty harsh rejection of 392.60 so far. I think something in between the range I'm really kind of focused on too for short-term control is really this move here. If you go from open to this high right here, kind of keeping an eye between the control point to the golden pocket here to see inside of the range who has control. I just duplicated that fib. Nice. So we made a good pop, had no follow through. Can we hold an inside of the range retest area? And if not, then this is going to come all the way back down to today's open, possibly try to retest 390.50. If this does hold, we could see a retest of today's high and possibly a second chance at popping that today's high. That's essentially what you're looking out for right now, though. Tesla popping, good mention. Chewy. Facts, Cameron. It really is. Constructive criticism, open criticism without, it's not all about the emotions. It's just telling each other what you think is right or wrong. Helping each other out. How do you pin the drawing tools like that? Go to your setting cogs wheel up here. Click that. On the very first page where it says My Tools, click on each chart. Click Apply. Click OK. At the top right, you'll have another cog wheel pop up if you kind of hover your mouse over it. You can click that and edit any of these buttons here. You can set studies to them, indicators. I just set up a bunch of drawings tools so I can just click them very, very quickly. Good job, Whiplash. Very happy to hear that. Facts, WCCI. It's all about being humble, man. There's no point in trying to act like you know what you're doing or being cocky. Like, let's just learn. Let's just figure some things out over time. Don't get too frustrated. Don't let your emotions take over you. Just focus on what's in front of us. Very big reaction so far from sellers from that 393 area. Exactly, vibes. Just vibe out, learn, try to be as humble as you can. I mean, I know it's like kind of weird saying that out loud, but don't get cocky. That's seriously a really big thing. Don't get cocky and don't get as frustrated as you possibly can just because you're not having good results. Focus on good ethics, good routine. Do you get up and make your bed every day? That's kind of the equivalent of getting up and making sure all your charts were cleaned up last night. So when you're waking up the next day or getting ready, you're not having to freak out or adjust anything. Everything's already set for you.
But in Google doing the opposite. Tesla and Amazon still doing the opposite. Microsoft and Apple still doing the opposite.
What about AMD and NVIDIA?
I don't have AMD up, but NVIDIA is still coming down if NVIDIA is going up.
Let's see if we get this higher low on this pullback or if we're going to break it and push all the way back down to today's open. So far, pullback looks like it wants it more. Excuse me. You said AMD potential bearish kicker. Let's see if you were right about that. You are correct. Great job. Round of applause for Minnie, everybody. Kind of scares me sometimes when y'all say that, and then I go look and it's like not even close to one. But that is exactly correct. Great job, Minnie. It's okay to be wrong. Keep trying. Remember, Minnie, we can also watch the halfway point of that pattern as well, once today's over, of course. So in case it doesn't just continuously fall down, if we do get a pullback the next day, we can look to see if it wants to reject those halfway points or that golden pocket area from that fib of that pattern. Then we can go off of other trades too. So you can look for a good retest on intraday going into the next day, as well as good retest entries for a potential swing if you want. SPY still holding a very, very good bullish retracement. They just need to get some follow through over today's high. Apple never once closed under 154.30. Not once. Microsoft, that's another story. Yeah, you just still have such a wide relation on a lot of these charts. Some of them are killing it, some of them are dropping down, and they're a lot of the time within the same exact sector. Wild day today. It's like the epitome of this week so far. It's only been 44 minutes. Beauty slowdown at intraday level on Visor for continue higher. Jacko's having the day of his life right now. Healthcare is killing it today. Hope you're having a good day, Jack.
Definitely picking up tech slack on SPY.
They got a lot to prove themselves. They need to keep holding today's low. They actually never broke pre-market low today. They held it. Did a mental trade for calls, had a supply turn demand and pulled a fib from low to high and entered right. Oh my gosh, dudes. Please show me, dude. Please. That sounds so beautiful. Good job, though, dudes. Those feel the best. It feels like calculated fun. I know you have, Shaq. I know you have. Good hold of 390.50s. Got a good pop to make our high of day. We got a good bullish retracement so far that they're trying to hold. So most likely getting a pop to at least try to test today's high or a lower high. If we can push through 393s, we can definitely see previous day highs. If we break this potential bullish retracement, this blue area, then we will most likely see today's open and a retest of 390.50s. That is what we are focused on right now. Potentially rejecting this potential bullish retracement. No break yet, but candle definitely flipped green to red there. Tech got a little more weak again. Discretionary back red.
Tesla's still holding up really well considering. SPY's pulling back. Amazon's still down in the dirt. Same with Microsoft. Meta's trying to come back at pre-market low. Netflix has come up a little bit. It's over pre-market low, yesterday low.
There you go. WAG was paying attention. WAG was paying attention. Good job, WAG. That was the single indicator that anybody should have been watching. I've been calling them out all morning. Ow. Just ran over my foot.
Overlay your lines. Apple's still in a really tight range overall, so that could be a nice play moving forward. At some point today, if it decides to break to the upside or the downside. But still trying to hold. Got about a little over 7 minutes and 30 seconds in this next 30-minute candle.
AMD possible breakout. Let's see. Maybe. I do like that low, and I like the second low. I like that base build they have right now. Just need to get a good pop over this level right here. 9406. Good eye. Apple's still just flat. Microsoft also possibly building base at 271.40s. Keep your eyes on 271.40s on Microsoft, 93.26s on AMD. Keep eyes on 96 area on Amazon, 182.30s on Tesla. Keep eyes on low 100s on Google. As long as all of these hold, all of these can continue higher. Someone in chat just said, imagine the day where sectors are no longer and it's just each stock on their own. That'd be a wild world to live in.
You would still have relationships and correlations that would form themselves one way or another.
I like how the weighting works. I like that it has a system that makes sense. It's very easy to understand too.
SPY's popping back up above this pre-market high. See if we can get this previous wick.
Hey, good job, Rambo, on the Tesla shares. Today really feels like the calm before the storm. Which one, Deuce? The one in between? The range? The little one that we have in between 390.50 and 392.64? Because I did go over that. I can go over it again if that's what you need. So the only reason I drew is because we're inside of the range between these two levels. So I was like, you know what? If we're going to go over something, let's at least look for what's up. So I went from where we broke out above today's open. Since we kept holding 390.50s, that's a very key level too I could have grabbed from. And then I went up to the high of that move of where we first tried to push over but didn't, and then kept projecting, and then this candle popped up. I added it when this candle was here. And then I just added the halfway to the golden pocket, and that gave me my area. Just kind of an in-between area to watch out for. If they close under, it's a very good chance they want to try to test today's open or 390.50s, which you can see they faked us out there. Push back up. Big thing that you want to look out for if they do retake this is, do they make a lower high, kind of what this looks like right now, or do they go and they push through and make that new high or make a double top? There's so many different things to look out for, but it's the exact same thing on either side. What you're trying to look out for is, are they making a higher low or are they making a lower high? And you can see that was actually made on both sides just now, which means we're squeezing essentially. It's just a good kind of in-between area to watch. It's the same exact one, though, that I grab for when I do like open range breakouts like Tesla here. Like, let's say you wanted to do one on Tesla. Well, our break above level was 180.50s, so let's just go from around that area, from the 180.50s. We'll go from the exact dot on that level, about right there. And the first real slowdown we had was kind of in this general area, and then we had our first red candle sit, right? So then you draw it on that one, because that was the high of that move. First red candle came in through, so bam, you go from where you broke out to where you slowed down. And then you go, all right, well, where did we retest from there? And this is where you'd want to look out for, which you can see they really didn't retest that. They kind of held up, but that's just because they're super bullish today. But that's essentially the idea you're looking out for, though, on how I draw my fibs when I do them on the intraday. That's exactly how I do them. Yo, Jacko. It's okay, Devin. I'm literally on the chart. I was just going over it. Jacko, welcome, or not welcome. You've already been here. Good job staying here on the channel. He's been here for over a month now. He said, can't get rid of me now. Jacko, how did you do that message, by the way? That's the first time I've seen a message from a member like that for their re-up. Did you have to re-up to do that, or did it just cycle through and it's been exactly a month? So you get to type your own little message. I'm just curious how that looked on your end. Like this. Oh, okay. We've got a bunch of smartasses in here. Did it like pop up for you, or did you have to like click something for it to pop up?
That's SPY getting closer to that previous high a day. Apple's creeping up. Amazon, Microsoft. NVDIA got back over its pre-market low.
Boom. Oh, great. Everybody who's got it's doing it now. Wait, you mean like this? Jack really just started something. Y'all are on fire today. Yo, what's up, Minnie? By tagging me, because I can actually see the orange like super well. That's what's up, though. I like the energy from a lot of my YouTube members because a lot of you guys are really cool. I've been getting a lot of cool comments and messages from a lot of you guys. If anybody is interested, you can just click join on the channel, but you get access to this membership tab. And I have a lot of plans for this in the future still, but we have so much going on right now. We added a Discord to the group. We added a scalp trading series. We have just updates every week. I do it, or try to do it Sunday and Wednesday. If not, we always do it at least Sunday. And then there's a bunch of saved videos as well. So that helps. And you get a colored name, some emojis, stupid stuff like that. You don't get it. You can't have the Discord link if you're not a YouTube member. Just something extra.
Getting closer to that new high.
Hey, what's up, Rashid? Glad to have you. Manuel, you can join the main server if you want. We have a main Discord server that anybody and everyone can join if they want. I'll send you an invite link right now. Copy. Paste. Send. Of course, that was Leland. Alright, potentially seeing a double top after holding this retracement. We'll see if they can push over 393s here, but overall they are still rejecting. This could be a good pullback down to this spot yet again. $120 votes, 63% of you are saying that we're going to finish over today's open. So got many hours before that. Get your votes in though, guys. Don't withhold your vote. Let's get 90 more votes on that. As you guys can see, tech is the only red sector at the moment. Discretionary finally picked it up a little bit, and they're now 1/3% up. You got comms at 1/4% up, so they're slightly above the flat spot now, while you have tech still sitting at 0.5% red. So they did pick up a little bit when they were down almost a full percent. Really? Yeah, it might be location too, Cameron, because I have it on the ultra low latency setting, which means it's almost in real time. But yeah, the chat is kind of fast. How did I find you on the Trading Made Simple Discord? You streamed there as well. Well, see, in the beginning, my streams were just private to just my Discord server, and then I started selling it to other Discord owners, or made good partnerships with them, and they would share my streams or give me a channel, and I would share them. So that's probably how you found me. Now I just do them public, so if they still have my bot in there, it'll still share my links. If they don't, then you have to have been subscribed to me publicly from beforehand, maybe. But that's probably how you found me. But now I do it publicly for free for everybody on YouTube, so everybody can tune in when they want.
Amazon buyer reaction coming up fast towards that pre-market low after Tesla's almost at that yesterday high. Apple made a new intraday high, still below pre-market high. Microsoft has not got too many buyers. Meta coming back up. NVIDIA still creeping up. Netflix at pre-market high.
We were supposed to start these streams publicly for everybody in January, but I started in middle or end of December. We started a little bit early. It was like kind of middle or beginning of December, actually. And ever since then, we've been publicly streaming. I think what I like about my community the most is we don't cater to anybody either. Everybody is here to be a leader. Everybody's here to learn and grow and just do the best they can and try to be around good mindset people, good energy, good environment, positive environment. There's not really anybody here who's going to be like, oh, you have to get in calls or you're stupid. Like, I feel like too many servers focus on taking plays and not actually paying attention to why that play was good. That's kind of the big reason why we're a group, is we love talking about the reasoning. You'll never see somebody just post a fat gain in my chat. Well, for the most part. But 90% of the time, there will always be a chart or some sort of explanation on why they liked the trade, why they were in it, why they exited, what kind of thought process they had. And that's kind of the entire reason of my community. It's just to tell the reasoning of everything. It's not really about getting rich. It really is just about learning, helping each other out. Everybody's learning. I actually don't care who you are. You could be trading for 10 plus years. It does not matter. You are still a student to the stock market. It does not matter how much time goes by. You don't just gain a level of expertise and then just forever hold it. No, you have to continue working for it. This is a forever adjusting market. You need to be forever adjusting. A forever changing market. You need to be forever adjusting. Sorry, I had that backwards, but Amazon announced layoffs. The pop is getting crushed. Yeah, that first round of layoffs was okay for a lot of these companies, but these later rounds of layoffs are not as bullish as they first were. It went from, oh, but they're saving revenue, to, okay, this is getting a little out of hand. Be water. Emotional content. Still rejecting this as a potential double top on SPY. Oh, the Jazz is coming in. 10-minute has a pretty nice bearish candle here, rejecting this high still. That's a pretty nice candle there. Low volume on the following two, and we're still rejecting with the hammer at 392.60s on the 10-minute. So in about 2 minutes, watch this candle to see how it's sitting. But that's a very, very strong chart. We'll come back to that. 15-minute didn't look too bad. Has the same candle though. It's great because quickly evident who wants to learn / just have someone shout calls a day, so you're left with a solid community dedicated to learning. Yeah, exactly. And sometimes we got to sift through and filter some people out. Some toxicity rolls through here very short term, but it always fades away. Anybody who comes in here and hates always fades away, and we end up pushing past it and just continuing on. But you're 100% right, though. That's a really good way of putting it. Couldn't have said it better myself. Sonia, Spy probably took some of Leland's Red Bull. Tesla took some of Leland's Red Bull. Apple green as the tech sector is going more red. AMD 5%. I just saw that tick for half a second. There it goes again. 5% down. Hey, good energy, Jacko. Regardless of people following your trades or not, continue on, man. Keep that mindset. How do you match TOS drawings and charts to mobile? Well, you just draw it on here and then it should pop up on your mobile. If you're on your chart, there will be a little... I wish I could show you my screen on my phone. I'd just show you. Here, let me just try to get a screenshot then maybe. But to like switch through like let's say I'm on this chart, right? But I want to see this chart on my phone. How can I do that? Is that what you're asking? Yeah. Okay. Let me send you a screenshot. So like, go to your phone right now. Click on the chart, whatever chart. I'm on the SPY daily chart. When you click on the screen again, a little menu appear on the kind of sidebar left side. The second logo from the bottom. It's like 3 little pieces of paper almost like sitting on top of each other. If you click that, that is where your drawing sets are. So if you want to change it however you want to, that is the button you click. I'll also send a screenshot to myself real quick so I can show you on stream. And then you can, yeah, do with it as you will. Let me send this to myself real quick. Or to MustacheBot, which is basically myself. I also send memes to myself, so please ignore the picture above. It's just a banking sector meme with the Fed button trying to hold it together. But you want to click these 3 pieces of paper here. You click this, and then a menu will pop up sharing your drawing sets. What are the names of them, of course? Which ones are they? You can then click that, and it'll change the chart that's on your phone. That was a pretty good explanation, though. I hope that helps you. I personally hate the phone. I mean, I kind of like entering trades or sometimes exiting trades on my phone. Like that's not a big deal. But like actually trying to chart and navigate and stuff, that can be kind of a bitch. So if you ever have time at night or on the weekends, I would get a lot of the grunt work done of your charts, like done on the weekend when you have time or at night. And then whenever you're like actually having to look at your phone, you're not having to do any of that actual charting. You could just go click on it and look around. That's how I take advantage of it, at least. Trading, awesome, but actually charting and navigating, it's a little bit of a pain in the ass, depending what phone you have too. That is a solid meme. I don't know who I took. I think I took that from Mike or Sinful. One of the two meme lords in the chat. I mean, that's just the TO app. That's not even just because I have an iPhone. I've seen that on Android too, where those three pieces of paper there are NRD dynamics or NR dynamics. Let me know if you need any help though. Oh yeah, you're on the wrong app then. Yeah, you need to be on Thinkorswim. The TD Ameritrade app will just take you to like the main stuff. It won't show you like the charting and all that. Which I think you could still place trades on that app. It's just not as easy. Happy first day of spring, everyone. To you as well, Maka Lady. Thank you for putting that energy out there. But yeah, download that app in our dynamics and then let me know. If you need any help, I'm around.
Apple's creeping up a little bit higher, closer towards that pre-market high. Meta's holding yesterday low still as Google's coming up a little bit more with Netflix. UNH is trying to come back up after catching up to the 9.
Not bad, Jack. Not bad. I kind of switch it up every time. I don't have like a set system. It's really just how I'm sitting or whatever I'm doing or what I'm looking for. If I'm scalping, I like to try to take a trade on my computer and then close it really quickly on my phone, or I just try to enter and exit on my computer really quickly. Kind of different combinations. If I'm swinging, it really doesn't matter what I do, phone or computer, because I don't really care about my fill. If I like the play I'm in, you know, I don't care about getting that extra 5 cents. Those extra $5 on my fill.
SPY just battling at the pre-market high /9 at the 10-minute here. Up in that new high. Almost.
Apple's getting going.
Yeah, Apple's right at that pre-market high. You see how Apple had that range all morning, everybody, and it's finally breaking out and helping the market. See if a couple other tickers are going to help out. Microsoft get off the bottom. Amazon's right at the pre-market yesterday low. It needs to get over that. Meta got over that area. It needs to get up over opening price, pre-market high.
This is so awesome. One of my friends this year started their account with $144. Today it's at $911.
That's good growth.
Yeah, I'm very proud of them. They've been working very, very hard. And I can't take any credit because I've actually not held their hand at all. I've made them literally do everything. Helped here and there, but they did it all.
Slight new high on that 10-minute candle, coming back down.
Just want to be technical. Spring starts at 4:24 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Yeah. Do I have any opinion on curve monitors versus flat? Not really. I'm not too much of a tech wizard or OCD about any
All
of
I
that.
know is that if you use a curve monitor, you're probably not doing that much gaming. If you're getting a curve monitor, it's just for viewing, for the most part, like watching charts on. So I don't know if it's the extra money. I have a good opinion on it. I don't think curve monitors are worth it. If you just have extra cash or you just want to have something cool looking, yeah, I guess that's all right. It's your money. But I think all of Devin's, all of mine, I think all of my friends who have multiple PC screens, I don't think a single one of us have a curved monitor. Except, I think one of my friends have one. Most games, though, aren't played in that exact... Why I said that is because most games aren't played in that exact look. So if you were to go look at that and then switch over again, you would screw yourself. In my experience, it will. I'm sure it's different for everybody. I do remember that, though, Devontae, the original, like, curved TV, it came out and everybody was saying that was going to be the new greatest thing and everybody was going to have one. Since then, I will say the curve technology has gotten a lot better because they have made better, like, monitors at least. I don't know about the TVs, but I know the monitors have gotten a lot better since the beginning. Again, I don't know about the TVs. I'm just strictly talking monitors.
Apple right at that pre-market high here. Somebody really doesn't like Microsoft.
It's probably Elon shorting Microsoft, getting Bill Gates back for shorting Tesla. No, that's not the reason. I'm joking. I don't know why. Samsung Odyssey G9 is the way. I'll look it up. Oh, it popped up without even me finishing it. Damn, these are kind of pricey. Oh, some of them aren't. Some of these are pretty nice. I ain't gonna lie though, they do look cool. Like, I bet playing like a survival or adventure game would be pretty trippy on one of these. Like playing Sons of the Forest, that would be kind of scary on one of these. Stonks and games. Nice with ultra wides. I'm getting curved then. I don't want to be like everyone. I mean, there's a lot of people in chat I know that have them. Curved on horror games is insane. Oh, dude, I'd be scared to play like Outlast or something, like Outlast 2 on a curved monitor. That would definitely be that'd be very scary. I saw your question. I want to link you to something instead of trying to answer it directly in our dynamics. Are you in the Discord dynamics? If you are, I would go to the bottom of the chat if you have a membership and check out there's an entire section for the automated trading, which helps out with those brackets, as well as a channel called Automation Information. So if you want to check those out, you definitely can. Oh, you do? Okay, good. Yeah, I would definitely check out those two areas then. There's an entire section on automated trading and then a channel on it. And if you have access, you also have access to Sandy's channel, which she has more automated trading. You can edit your brackets there. I'll probably get into automated trading again very soon. It was very interesting, the different parameters you could set. I'll have to show y'all on stream one day. It's pretty trippy. Yo, good job, Daffy. So we have this cool channel in our chat called BB Trades. It's just a place where people can post their trades. It's not really signals, it's just where they can post theirs. Oh wait, I scrolled down. But today, Daffy took an Apple call right before that breakout had happened. And he got out for 10% within 10 minutes. Beautiful job, man.
Good stuff, Daffy. Well, it's still creeping up to 493. If we can pop it, we should get a nice little, at least 50 cents to $1 push towards 394. Apple getting over that pre-market high. Amazon right at that pre-market yesterday low. Meta moving up through midpoint. Google at pre-market high. Tesla pushing off the 9 right below yesterday high. NVIDIA still coming back up.
Another 9K employees. That's a pretty good amount. Thank you, boss, for everything you do. Damn, Daffy. You gotta save some of your gains some of these days, man. Appreciate you, though, man. Thank you so much, Daffy. Yeah, Apple. Wow, what a break. Daffy on that before the pop. I mean, guys, that is just impressive, though. Like, in the same sense that it's like, damn, through all of that, Apple still held that support, so they should get a good pump. In the same sense, though, think about it from the other side. Let's say they would have sat here forever like SPY did, sitting here this morning. You know, if they would have ended up losing this support after holding it for so long, you would have got a very aggressive dip. You know, so it's kind of like both sides of the spectrum you're seeing today. Very, very good pump by Apple. Microsoft's still super weak, down in the dirt. NVIDIA getting some recovery. They're hitting today's open.
Amazon's getting over that yesterday low.
I was just about to say that. Amazon's killing it, recovering, possibly helping out Tesla a lot more too. Discretionary is a strong sector now, man. They're almost up 1% now.
Getting over 393 with a couple prints here. See if we're going to confirm. Google at that pre-market high. Meta coming up. Netflix coming up. Netflix had a nice buy the dip.
I second that. Thanks to everyone here. Love being here every day. Facts, dude. It's just the energy everyone has. It doesn't even have to do with us being on the stock market or trying to make money here and there. It doesn't even matter about that. They held that higher low over that retracement after failing the breakout. Made the breakout on the third attempt with a 3-bar play. Just getting very, very pushed through so far. But they could definitely reach previous day highs because of this.
We got this new 30-minute candle opening at over 393 high today. That took a while.
What, to pop that new high?
Yeah, I was in the trade for a really long time.
I hate those trades. Finally get out of it and you're like, oh. You don't even care how much you made. You're just like, dude, I'm just so glad. Could be $100, could be $100,000. Doesn't even matter. The feeling of getting out feels so much better. Damn, nice. Sweating bullets over there.
Dude, yeah, because it came back to almost zero like twice. It like went up 500, back to zero, up 500, back to zero, and finally made the push. Amazon popped above yesterday lows. Now it's retesting, so see if we can hold. Microsoft getting a little bit of a green candle finally, right above 270. Google above pre-market high, getting a little bit of a push.
Great stream today. Heading off now. See you later, Cam. So that previous candle closed below PMH at key level, but still pushed higher. Is that due to the higher buyer volume? Wait. Let me read that again. Pre-market high is not over here. Pre-market high is way down here. This is extended hours high. Pre-market starts after the new day starts. See how the time switches from 23:55 to 0? This would be pre-market high right here. 391.90.
Yes.
Just so we're clear. It's okay, Cartage. It honestly sometimes throws me off too. I'm always having to like. That's probably the most tedious thing nowadays is just kind of looking at the. No, you're not a dunce. We've definitely all done that before. I don't know a person who hasn't. Rising volume close over VWAP after base build and AMD. Beautiful job, Satch. Great watch. Yeah, that AMD chart looked really good after that base build they had. They did make a lower low after that, but they picked up very well since then.
The video helping it out, getting over yesterday low.
Good call out.
Once we got over 393, we haven't really looked back yet. Still holding up pretty well. There you go. 22.5% on SPY. Ain't nothing to be mad about. Josh Bigley wants to know if you can link your trade log again.
Big Lou, go to the members section of YouTube. I have it pinned there for you, pal. Well, not pinned. I wish I could pin a post, but it's one of the recent posts. I put it there just for y'all, just because I realized I had not been putting it in the bio of the videos like a dummy. But it is in the members only section now, so you can have it all you want. No problem, boss. It's not blank, Big Lou. I just read your full message. You'll have to go to it at the top left. Here, I'll go to it with you. At the top left, click File, and then click Make a Copy. And then once it does that, you can actually delete everything I have there except for the first row. I would just delete everything except the numbers, and then you can have all the commands there left for you. And then let me see, what was the coolest key in Excel's history? Control D. Control D is the greatest key. I have it like written on my notes here, which you can pull down the functions. It's very easy. But yeah, that's a pretty kick-ass trade sheet. I like it a lot. I added that little chart on the right too, so it just does per day instead of seeing per trade. Now we can see per day. Get a little easier look at it. Been pretty cool. How do you get your intraday support / resistance? Also, let's answer one question at a time. So, support and resistance for your intraday. The only intraday levels I grab are from previous day high, previous day low, open, close, and then the levels you have from the actual intraday, are pre-market high, which today would be 392 almost, and pre-market low at 385. You also want to pay attention to today's your current day open, but you don't always have to mark that per se. Like in today's case, I didn't have to mark it because we have a level right here. So as long as it holds that is kind of my plan. And then you asked also, when do you pull a halfway point on one specific candle when it's a big move candle? You want to grab it when it's an open range breakout. So like my example earlier when we did Teslas, where did we break above? What was the break above that we set, Deuce? We set 180.50. So I set my fib there, and then when we went up and rallied and hit our high and then kind of had our first red candle, I grabbed it from our breakout to our high right here, and that gave us this area. You could almost do the same thing again. They broke out above the new high about right here. It looks like they finally tapped out about right here. So basically in between here is what you're watching on Tesla right now. Excuse me. Now when you're doing a kind of hold fib, you're doing the same exact thing. So if I went from like here to here, it's like, all right, well, they need to hold here. They couldn't do it here. It was the first reaction. After they failed and came back up, they tried to hold it here. And you can see it finally came in to work on the 3-bar play that actually pushed through. Another cool method is using the candle. So since this was the candle that broke above, you could go from open to close of that candle. And basically every candle moving forward, as long as it's holding this area, you should get a continuation higher. As long as it's holding that area is essentially how you think about that. Which, again, the candle is, again, the candle. The one that breaks the level or area you're looking at, whether it has volume or not, regardless, it broke the level. So you want to draw from that one. Because this is technically the candle of control. This finally pushed you out of the area. Got you into a new area. So everything that happens after this is what you're watching. That was a really good question, though. And then on the bigger time frames, I only do it to fill up the ranges more, which you guys should know that by now. SPY quick tap back to the 9. Will it hold? We shall see. Username, we shall see. Thank you, Signal Trader. Appreciate you. Yeah, I never know if I'm like just ranting or not. I just try to speak into how I think about these things, and if it makes sense, it makes sense. If it doesn't, then I try to re-explain differently. Seeing a lot of tech tickers either slowing down and building base or building back up. So that's definitely good for the market overall, considering a lot of these sectors were up or trying to hold up. I would definitely say the leader today that helped us the most was financials, though. They're not leading percentage-wise. You see base is up just a hair more. But weight-wise, financials are definitely helping us the most. So that is a nice thing to see today. Did you actually try it, Sinful, or are you just memeing me? Control D is definitely the most OP Excel or Google Sheet command I've ever used. Hey, good job, username. You got out of it runner, had it set at 393 break, retesting breakdown so far. Beautiful work.
That's a good stopwatch username on a runner.
Good call out dynamics. Is 394 a stretch? Definitely not. I could definitely see 394. I'm most likely going to retest that. Ever since they had to push above today's open and then finally pushed above 392.60s, if they can hold this area, they could definitely reach 394, 394.44, which is again the kind of area around the previous day high. I went from the previous day high down to this bigger time frame level when I highlighted this. That's kind of why you have that dual level area.
Microsoft finally reclaimed the 9 on the 10 minute. See if we can get some buyers going towards 274 and help Apple out over yesterday high.
Yeah, control D's very nice. Definitely helpful. After 141 votes, 65% of you are saying we will close over today's open. I know some of you are holding on to your vote till the end of the day or till the end of the stream so you can try to be as correct as possible. Very, very smart. They scared me.
I got another poll. Can we do another poll before the Fed meeting, Josh?
Like today or tomorrow?
Yeah, just want to today, tomorrow, just what everyone's going to think if we're going to do a zero, like no hike or a 0.25 or a 0.5.
Yeah, we can do that one. We can do that tomorrow if you want, just because tomorrow is when it begins, but we won't know anything till Wednesday, so we could definitely do that one tomorrow.
That'd be kind of cool, because after this weekend, there's a couple people that put the voice out there that there could be a no point, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll do one that says 0 or pause, and then we'll have one that says quarter point, half point, and then we'll do a 3/4 point. We'll do a 4-option poll tomorrow.
Or Prophet's already got his opinion locked in.
T-Touch saying or a pivot minus a quarter point hike. They finally reversed the cuts.
The only reason I don't think they would do that is because I think that's like the saying they're panicking.
I personally believe we will just get a quarter point hike.
Yeah, I'm leaning to the 0.25 or I could see them coming in and not doing a hike. If the bank situation is a little worse than what they're letting on to be, I can see them doing that. But if we do the 0.25, we're definitely going to be on a pause for a while. Like they're going to let the data come in for a little bit. So far, still above the 9, but still slowing down. On SPY here. Couple things holding levels, waiting to see if we're going to continue up or break down. I think Symbol's probably going to be right with that one.
Hey, thank you guys for over 150 likes. Appreciate that. Helps out the channel a ton. A 69-point hike, that would help.
Pushing up off that 9 again. See if we can take out previous intraday high. NVIDIA's still holding. J&J Bank's not looking too bad.
AMD still building off that base really well in the 10-minute.
We're set up for the next push.
Google's hitting previous day close at 101.60 just about. God, Netflix had such a good recovery.
Yeah, Netflix had a really good recovery. Now it's retesting pre-market high in the 9 again.
How's everyone doing in the stream so far today? It's been almost 2.5 hours since the stream started, almost 2 hours since the market opened. Had a pretty good hold of 390.50 into a very slow base build. As you guys can see, this is a lot of the price action we can expect going into the Fed meeting that's on Wednesday. It starts tomorrow, but a lot of the results come from it on Wednesday. But just let me know, how's the stream so far? How are some of the updates on the sectors, the stocks, some of the tips we've been giving this morning, answers that we've been giving to some of the questions in here today? I'd say last week was amazing too, for not just trading, but last week we had so many different lessons. We covered so many different sectors last week, what was moving what, all at the same time, and it was just helping so much. And then also just going over multiple different topics. And we went over sectors, trading, we went over charting, types of entries. I mean, we covered something different every single day, it felt like, last week. So I would definitely take time to review some of the past streams. I know we had a little bit of a sketchy connection all day Friday, but today seems to be back on track.
Well, about to make that new high day here. Never broke into the 9 on the 10-minute. Yeah, big pop here, almost hitting yesterday high. You're right username.
Yo, thank you, Sandollar, for the extra coffee money. I appreciate you. More fruit punch coffee. I do want YouTube to change the color of that coffee. That would be nice. Thank you, Sonia. Friday was educational. The videos you dropped this weekend were an eye-opener. Oh yeah, I did drop a pretty good amount of videos the past 2 weeks too. I honestly forget about it because I've been doing it during my day instead of like saving a part of the day for it. Like I'll go do it right after I'm done streaming. I won't go wait, or I'll just wait for it right after the day closes. But I've been doing really good about that scalp trading series. I try my best not to be too lazy when I start uploading like playlists because I don't want it to like cut off in between and then people lose where I was on it. I've been having a lot of fun though. Alright. Very aggressive angle up. I don't like drawing lines. You guys know that, but that is a very aggressive angle up. I'm not saying reversal is inevitable here, but definitely look for a potential reversal if we cannot get past this area here. I want to look for some basing first and look for a break lower, then do the lead test play.
Good job, Chris, on his Microsoft call off the bottom. Good stuff, dude.
Pretty good rejection so far. SPY. Tech is green. Every sector is green now. Financials are still just under 2%. Base is still up a good amount as well. And we've even seen energy pick it back up, which Devin talked about for a short period of time earlier. So you've actually seen a really good recovery by tech just ever so shortly. Comms and discretionary recovered a little bit more as well. And all the green sectors that were green earlier remained green. So we have seen a short-term recovery, and we made a really good push to hit the previous day high. Now the next thing to look out for is, are we going to keep holding this little uptrend we have from pre-market low all the way through today and keep just kind of toting along, or are we going to eventually base out and then break back down? That's what I would be looking out for if we do not continuate through 394.50s right now in the next, couple hours or whatever. We'll see you later, Big Lou. Thank you for tuning in, man.
Have a good day, man.
Oh, good eye, Evis. Good, great eye. Might need to change your vote. Can you change your vote for real? You just go back and click it again?
Very effective.
I mean, he's probably joking, but if you actually can, that's pretty crazy. Night 14% on the pop kept stop tying. Great job, Spy Rewind. How did you hear about us, Spy Rewind? Where did you come from? I've seen your name pop up a few times now last week as well. It really depends what you're trading. Carnage. Are you talking about Tesla, SPY, Apple, AMD, NVIDIA? Every chain is different. You want to aim for a good delta, but that could mean anything on different chains. Some chains that might be a 0.2. On some chains that might be a 0.5. You know, it really depends. When you're doing, it also depends what type of trade are you doing. Are you scalping? Because then you're not really worried about theta as much. Day trading, you know, swing trading, you definitely need to worry about theta. So it really is depending on what tick are you trading and what expiration are you looking at. You know, what type of trade are you going for? Are you day trading, scalping, swing trading? You know, it's very different for all of them. I was YouTubing the best ways to chart levels and found one of your videos. Found you a few months ago, but only just started joining the stream recently. Awesome, man. Well, I was just curious because I saw your name a few times last week. I saw it again today, so I thought I'd ask. Thank you for sharing. Glad to have you on here, man. I like your name. Well, I don't personally trade SPY as much besides just swing trading here and there, Carnage. And when I do, I don't really buy the healthiest of options. But when I do SPX, same days, I aim for a delta of around 0.2. If I can get a 0.18, that's okay. If I get a 0.28, that's awesome. Like a 0.3, I try to get it between 0.2, 0.3. But if it's a little bit outside to the up or down, I really don't try to worry about it too much. But it definitely can affect your trading. My bad, guys. The music paused. Thanks. I only learned about trading options about 9 months ago. I started recording/streaming my screen every day so I could go back and practice reading the tape at key levels. Ooh, smart. Whenever I try to learn something, I always make a big production. Hey, hey, man. Some of the hardest workers I've met do the exact same thing. It's smart. Like honestly, first two names that come to my mind are like Tin Man and Username. People who go to any length to learn. But that's good though, man. Very happy for you, Spy Rewind. Very interesting technique too to learn the levels, or learn the tape. My bad. Just going through your recording. That's very smart.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, TOS Rewind's too laggy on it. It's not smooth. It gives you a headache.
Yeah, and it honestly just doesn't feel right. Like you watch it, it's not even the same. Like I don't know. It's not the same feeling. I see you posted your INTC trade, whoever that was, in the YouTube chat. Good job keeping yourself disciplined and already going and posting that instead of just ignoring whatever the outcome of the trade was and just ignoring the result of it. Oh, Gorov, that's who it was. Gorov. Yeah, we hit that meat of the yesterday high, and we've slowed down since then. Lowering volume, but still nice pullback so far. These are actually the most red candles in a row all day. We have yet to have 3 in a row on the 5-minute. Very fair reaction after a very slow and tedious pump into the previous day high.
All Microsoft did is go retest 274 and reject. Now it's retesting the 9, see if that's going to hold. Apple showing at yesterday high. Amazon showing in the same spot yesterday low. Tesla right up against yesterday high. It's kind of crazy the divergence we've seen today on some of these techs, on some of these tickers within their sectors. Haven't seen that in a long time. Testing a 10-minute non-EMA finally. See if we're going to break down through with volume.
LOL, this is a no crybaby zone. There's no crying and trading. Oh, there's definitely crying and trading. There's definitely crying and trading. My friend who owns QuantBot and is partnered with me now, he actually got to go to Wall Street and meet this guy. Old Einstein.
Quantstein.
curious. Where's the 9-minute or 10-minute 9 EMA? It's right under current price. Okay. I was gonna say this is a pretty nice pullback. Probably one of the bigger ones we've seen on the 5 and 10 minutes so far today. Breaking on the 5-minute, we've seen that once before, or a few times before actually. 10-minute, this is this still hasn't broken, but we've only broken it once on that one pullback we had, and then since then we've just been on the uppity up. If you want to look for passive pullbacks, wait for breaks on the 10 EMA or 10-minute 9 EMA. I keep mixing that up.
I do the same thing.
I cried more than my kids sometimes. Yeah.
Daffy blames it on his kids when it's really just him in the background screaming. I didn't even realize this. You remember on Friday when somebody asked about the dark pool orders that kept going through at the higher price?
Yeah, you're talking about the off exchange orders that were sitting there?
Yeah, that's the price we rejected today.
Did you just read my retweet?
Oh, that is your retweet, yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, I was just reading from Andrew, the guy I was talking about who met the Einstein guy. He was talking about the off exchange last week. He's the only guy I ever see on Twitter talk about off exchange, so I mean, I already follow him, but that's a really good reason to continue following him.
You know, that's good stuff. That's kind of crazy how that works out.
There was like 7 billion there last week. It started off as like half that, then it built up more. And it's right at the meat of the previous day high, of course, on the 5-minute. I mean, to be fair though, that's a recognizable level, like at least in our
It's
like,
just
so like there's going to be big money here at yesterday lows. There's going to be big money here at yesterday highs, open, close. Like there's going to be a lot of money at these barriers. So like that, it's not like that one's completely sideswiping compared to like, oh, there's like $4 trillion expiring today. Like that's a little bit of manipulation. This though, I'm actually okay with that. But yeah, pretty wild though how so much money could sit on the off exchange for so long.
Well, I mean, knowing that information, it just pretty much tells you we're probably not blasting through the first, second, or third time we touch that level. It's probably going to take a couple tests to eat up whatever people are willing to sell up there.
For real, just to get close.
Yeah.
Possibly a good breakdown on the 5-minute. You're at the 9 EMA as support on the 10-minute. Yep, that exact one, Jazz. Good eye. That exact tweet. Which shout out to Andrew. He actually gave me the quant data site for free as well. It's got pretty cool information on here. Before the bell information. It's got the economic news of the day. There's pretty much nothing. Low importance stuff today. Just some cool TA here and there. Here's the dark pool levels he was talking about. Oh, I have it on square. Yeah, go to SPY. There's that 394.16. It's lowered a little bit. You have 8 million at 394.50. Oh god, Central's driving to Popeyes. He's gonna mix their entire menu into one item.
Alright, 10-minute candle finally getting under the trend here. Looks like we're going to go retest at least that pre-market high area / where that 3-bar play was on the 10-minute. Sinful's gonna bring us some Popeyes. That's what's up. They still got those spicy chicken sandwiches.
And y'all know me, I hate drawing trend lines, but I was showing y'all that angle, and we are really on it now. You want to go eat with Sinful for a week? Dude, you might be tired of him after one meal. No, Sinful's pretty chill. He actually doesn't have an off button. Damn, Green said first 100K week and he's going to come meet up with you, Sinful.
For the week to eat Sinful? Oh, man.
To eat with Sinful? Yeah, that dude blows bags.
He must be eating them gold-plated steaks every meal.
Very clean breakdown after hitting that high. 5-minute breakdown, very clean. 10-minute catching up. I will do whatever the group votes me to do when I get my first 100K week. Fair enough, fair enough. Wait, he said anything.
Mel's eating on puts right now as it's coming down towards that pre-market low. Or not pre-market low, pre-market high. Meta's coming back to yesterday low. Amazon's coming back down. Tesla rejected Google. A lot of stuff pulling back together.
Hang out with Sinful, you're gonna need a bottle of bear spray. And he lives in New York. That's just how much of a bear he is.
Sinful's brains on delay.
We've had a really good hold of 390.50s. We've had a really good retracement on the 5 and the 10 minute. We've got a hit all the way into previous day high. I would watch for us to hold under the 10 minute 9 EMA and 392.60s. If we do, we most likely will make it down to this blue area and maybe even retest today's open and maybe even 390.50, the ultimate level of support that we had for the bounce. Watch for this for a potential fade back off. If we end up holding anywhere in between here, watch for a push above the 394s, which could definitely lead for more upside. On the bigger time frame, all we saw today was really just another inside candle. We're still inside of this candle. We're now inside of this candle. So we're just kind of squeezing as we head into the Fed meeting. So I wouldn't be surprised if tomorrow has a volatile day that touches both sides, or even we just have another inside day that leads to another day that touches both sides on Wednesday. So I'd kind of on the watch out for that. But I'm going to end the stream here, guys. I do appreciate the hefty amount of support. Thank you guys for the likes, the donation. Thank you guys for being here engaging. Feel free to tune into the Discord if you want to join in there. Catch some more updates, catch some more messages, other people engage with the community as a whole. But I'll see you guys later on. Thank you guys again. Appreciate the likes on the video and the stream and all that. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you in the Discord.